Howdy folks, Desperado here, and this is another 5-minute review. Book of the week is Theft of Fire by Devin Erickson, published 2023, Devin Erickson LLC. No doubt you've heard of Hugh Howey, who wrote the famous Wool series, becoming the epitome of the self-published author success story. In 2021, he founded the Self-Published Science Fiction Competition, which aims to pick an outstanding book each year. This year, Erickson's book was submitted, but when the judges saw his social media posts and how politically incorrect they were, they disqualified him. The resulting controversy was how I heard about it. This is Erickson's first book and first in a series called Orbital Space. Like yours truly, he's a software engineer, though he is retired from the day job, unlike me. The book was nominated for the Dragon Award and the Prometheus Award, so it was doing okay beforehand. Then, with the outcry over this political discrimination, I'm sure it's doing even better. The protagonist is Marcus Warnock, a miner who flies his ship, the White Cat, all over the asteroid belt, seeking claims. While docked at Arachne Station, he returns to the Cat one day to find a strange woman in his galley. She says she's bought the outstanding loans on his ship and is now his boss. He moves to throw her out, but two heavily armed defense robots intervene and beat him up. She now says she has incriminating evidence against him, and he must take her and her cargo to an undisclosed location. Furthermore, she's overridden his controls. It's a great setup that draws the reader in immediately. Who is this woman and why is she here? What is this evidence she has against Marcus? Strangely, she's in her 20s and is strikingly beautiful. She's described as a living anime girl, and she's doing this all by herself. Since Marcus has no crew, she counts on the robots to keep him under control. Her exotic appearance is a sure sign that she's from a very wealthy family, since only the super rich can afford to have their kids genetically tailored. Marcus vows to find out who she is, to uncover her plans, and to, most importantly, take back his ship. Thus ensues a cat and mouse game with moves and countermoves as the cat zips towards the outer solar system. Though Marcus is a big tough guy with tattoos and an artificial eye, he's also pretty smart. He quickly discovers that her name is Miranda Foxgrove. She's part of the insanely rich Foxgrove family who owns SpaceX. And this is a company that Marcus has good reason to hate. The third character is part of Miranda's cargo, a revolutionary AI that Miranda herself has developed, cloning it from the mind of a 12-year-old girl named Lily from back on their homeworld of Mars. The AI thinks it is Lily until Marcus breaks the news to it, or rather to her, causing her to cease cooperating with Miranda and to sulk like a teenager. If you think a story with just 3 characters in it would be dull, you'd be wrong. Both Marcus and Miranda have dark pasts to overcome. The AI who renames herself Leela has to deal with the question of whether or not she's a person and or truly conscious. It's an old idea that Carol Chapek, Isaac Asimov, Philip K. Dick, and many others have addressed. But now that we actually have real AI in the works, it's more important than ever. Neither Marcus nor Miranda are good people, and they treat each other with malice, deviousness, and sometimes brutal violence. Both are also very lonely, which, as you'd expect, creates some high voltage sexual tension. There is a pretty interesting subplot about alien technology which mankind had discovered many years ago, abandoned on the far-flung dwarf planet Sedna, which is about as far out as we know of right now. Miranda is willing to risk her life to get her hands on some closely guarded secrets, reminiscent of the Greek story of Prometheus, who stole fire from the gods. It's refreshing to see a book with no agenda, just old-fashioned action and interpersonal drama. If there's any political bias at all, it's Marcus's working-class resentment against the corporations that he blamed for the economic predicament he finds himself in. Of course, it takes a self-published author to produce something for the old-school, predominantly male sci-fi audience. As part of that target demographic, I'd say that Erickson has succeeded admirably, and I'm eagerly awaiting the second book in this planned trilogy. Highly recommended. This has been another Steampunk Desperado 5-minute review.